buff, or rather a blue buff on red side is very strong for blue side.
Yeah. We're going to have to wait and see if the draft is as predictable as the first series today. I do feel like...
Would be hard.
Yeah, Bro tried to play a little bit directly into Gen.G's hands. Maybe tried isn't the right way to put it. But they did. As Jarvan going to be first banned here, actually. Despite Kanavi's success on the pick.
It
Seems
bores
like they
him now.
Take it away from Pyosik.
He's not interested in that anymore.
Kazakh's now.
Kazakh's next, and then the Zhao. He's like, I will carry with Lee Sin this time. It will be me. That would be fun, as they will ban Ezreal, so that would have been a champ that would have been pretty safe into the Jarvan, but is now no longer available. deokdam and Peter, we haven't talked about them too much. They have not been able to make the same impact we saw from them on KT Rolster last year. We've even seen Life subbed in occasionally. Still, deokdam gets the Ezreal banned away from him. The Ryze and Orianna are gone. So, Pantheon available here. Azir.
Varus.
For Guma, one of his best picks of all time. Probably ban Kanavi's Pantheon, I think. Yeah.
There's also Karma, but no Ezreal. Pantheon, I think, is a good idea. But Varus does get through. And as you already mentioned, it's a top-tier pick, but also big-time comfort for both Zeus and Guma. It's very first pickable because it's flexible as well. So,
yeah, I agree.
It's a good call for this team.
It's just, you know, it's worth giving up an early jungle pick. Actually, no, Kanavi was like, what did I tell you guys? You guys follow me?
He like grabs the mouse, they like hover over Garen, and he's like, no!
If you don't pick that Zhao right now, then we're not going to have Zhao. They're going to take it, okay? Let them have the Varus. I'm building Titanic Hydra. We're going in. I can kill that Varus. Don't worry. It's going to be fine. As we will see the Vi come through here for Pyosik, which has been a pick that actually has not been prioritized as highly in a lot of our series. In another series, it's permabanned throughout the entirety of it, especially with players like Lucid. We're super good at it. Bard comes through here, and they're looking for that range support here to handle the Varus lane if that's the matchup they're facing. Again, it could still be flexed to the top lane here for DuDu. That's part of why it is so strong, Dusk and Dawn. So Guma lost the Varus because Kanavi said, give me that Zhao. So what's he going to play?
Give me the mouse.
He's playing Jhin. His other great, really strong comfort pick with the Bard. It's not Carrier alongside him here, but Delight is a very good Bard player in his own right. And Clozer just gets the Ahri. So this draft here for the Soopers looks very strong at the outset and still flexible.
Yeah, a lot of synergy. You see the Jace gets banned here. And, I mean, it's pretty interesting. Definitely one of the top picks in the top lane that we see very often, especially picked when you're not sure what you're going into, oftentimes blind.
Yeah, I don't think they need to, like, ban Nefiri now and worry about that pick we saw from yesterday. I think that the Jace pick is good into this, but also just a strong top lane pick in general. And my expectation is still this far as is going bottom lane, unless we see a pick from Zeus that he wants to play it into.
Annie,
very smart ban here, I think. Great setup for the Jhin. And for Zhao, it's a really strong mid-jungle setup. They took away the Nocturne. They'll take away Mbessa to follow. Pretty interesting.
Nocturne? Nautilus, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, Nautilus, excuse me. Interesting to see the Mbessa ban here. I don't know if the Soopers necessarily were planning on locking that one away. It goes with the dive theme, and they have a lot of single-target CC. Neeko looks like it is going to be the choice here. Really a lot of power in this bottom 2v2 on both sides. Lane can be quite volatile, and they get to hold the Varus flex until the very end.
I mean, that's the benefit of being given Varus in that position where you're second pick, and you'll have that last pick. So, thinking about Anivia here into Ahri Vi.
Pretty good into Ahri because you have the passive. It's really hard to burst the Anivia down, but it's also difficult to kill the Ahri and deal with the Ahri in team fights because she could dash through everything, and you're kind of trying to zone one position. Ahri is just going to go past it. So is the Vi. And this pick is a little bit risky, but everything's up in the air. We don't know where either of these picks are necessarily going until we see where this Varus is going.
I don't think you can just pick Silas.
I think you can just pick Aurora, though.
Yeah.
And Zeus loves to play Anivia top lane. He loves to play Aurora top lane. So this is not a shock. And the Aurora makes a lot more sense to me into the Ahri. See where we're going with this. I think you might keep the Varus top, but what do you play in the bottom lane if you do that? deokdam on cam. Opt for a potential Yorick here. This does not fill me with joy, or feel me with joy either.
Yeah.
I don't feel joy about it.
Not very joyful about Yorick.
So the Yorick is very strong in a lot of range matchups when the range champion you're facing is very fragile. And if you get jungle attention as well, you can really do a number on a Jace, for example, as we've seen so many times. And if the Yorick gets ahead and ends up stabilizing through the mid game, even in a tough matchup, does so much damage later on. Doesn't really fit the theme here that much, though, with this draft of the Ahri Vi. It gives you a big side lane win condition, but I feel like Zeus is going to be able to handle this matchup on the top side on either one. Like, if he was playing the Anivia or the Aurora makes more sense to me into the Ahri, so I like this setup. Zeus has the flexibility. This is what happens when your top laner can play pretty much anything. You could just make a draft like this, and I think this is the first Hanwha Life draft this year where we're like, wow, they're really leaning into that.
Yeah, I mean, we always used to talk about it with, like, you know, flexing Yone and stuff like that last year, but we didn't see it all too often. We saw it banned against them very often. But this is much better where it's not just one pick. It's like they just have a champion ocean. Like, they can, especially Zeus can play all sorts of fun stuff. And the Yorick, definitely very interesting. We saw it take over some games recently, and hopefully DuDu can reenact that into Zeus's Anivia in the top lane, as we are going to see that once again up there. So now the DN Supers and Hanwha Life eSports go at it in game one. Here we go, game number one of this matchup. And I hope once again we can get a good start from the underdog team to make at least this first game interesting. And hopefully the series. Definitely have some hope that DNS can do a number here against Hanwha Life eSports.
I do like this draft for Hanwha Life. The Aurora, to me, is the key piece of it because it gives you a little bit more flexibility here into the Ahri, and it made it a little bit tougher to flex the Varus into the top lane. And now you have also a lot of upfront burst damage, more than the Anivia is going to offer in a lot of situations, unless you're in a Chovy level lead like we saw in our previous series for the Jhin, because the Jhin doesn't do that much damage on his own and needs a really strong setup to be able to guarantee follow-up damage. And this draft, I think, kind of makes it work, not to mention, obviously, this bottom lane 2v2 is a little bit volatile with the Neeko coming through, but Bard Jhin has always been very powerful, as we can see here already in terms of the health trades. deokdam did go TP and Comet. We know what variation of Varus we are going to get. And it's, it's lethality. Just to clarify for anyone who wasn't sure
crit
about that.
Varus, obviously. Yeah, no.
Full AP? No, actually not.
Not this time. But yeah, Jhin Bard, very annoying. It's not even something that the Neeko can really deal with. You're just going to lose a lot of trades. Early on, at least. And it looks like Zeka's doing a good job here up against Clozer, showcasing how this Aurora makes the Ahri's life difficult early as well. And the Yorick pick, also, you knew you were playing into either Aurora or Anivia.
Yeah, and you opted for this one. I am not sure what to think about this. We had a pretty inspiring game from Yorick, from Perfect on Yorick yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was put down in lane and was constantly ganked and constantly harassed, but he was able to turn that into a big win for him, and then was massive later on in a 40-minute plus game. I don't know if that's what's going to happen here, but we'll see what he can accomplish. As the Anivia is just going to try not to interact with him too much and do damage to him.
Little gank Arena, the flash on in, and it's going to connect, and that is the end of Peter in the bottom lane. And just like that, Delight showing off his Bard skills.
And Kanavi's here. You know, he's...
Yes, of course.
He's ganking. He's making an impact here 3 minutes. And that's that. Flash in from Delight. Get the stun. Follow up from Kanavi. Doesn't even need to flash out. Totally fine. Rip Neeko. And Peter gets his sad refillable.
Oh, that's such a sad refillable.
It's the worst buy ever. As Delight comes through here, flashes onto Peter before he can really react. And look at the fall. This is, with Jhin, if anything hits, you're stuck. You're going to take all the damage.
Oh. Whoa.
Yes. He, I guess he just didn't expect to get flashed on and stunned, because if the Bard connects onto you, all he has to do is flash on you and aim his Q at you. And if you flash even just a little bit late, you're still getting stunned.
Yep.
So.
Which is what we did see, and he, you know, Magical journeyed in. It's a funky angle, but it's one that you should expect in the Bard. So, especially with as many hours of support as Peter has. And we'll turn this lane around a little bit, though. Put a lot of damage into Guma.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting because Delight is definitely not the first guy I think of when we talk about Bard. Even Ondil, I think, comes up before him. But at the end of the day, you know, I think in this meta, if you are a support player, you got to be able to play
Everyone's a Barder now.
Some level of Bard.
Yeah.
Right? You can't just be like, oh no, I don't play that thing. But for a while, it did feel like Delight was kind of like that. We saw it occasionally. A lot of damage into Clozer! And the electrocute with the Q gets the damage, and he is just dead solo. Bolo, and guess who is back? It is, of course, Kanavi, and that's going to be a kill over to Delight. This early game is a wash in favor of HLE already. deokdam trying his best, but he can't do much.
Yeah, he does a lot of damage here, but he can't stick around even with Pyosik's help. Guma's reloaded, and they do not want to force any further. With Guma not having barrier, it's just not a fight that Pyosik can win without his ultimate. Well, it is just another one of those early games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I stop having these?
No.
Can I just have like a latest first blood of the season? I think that's what I deserve now.
No. Second fastest, actually, is what you got instead.
Rip.
Clozer sticks around.
Yeah, Zeka is actually getting his ultimate as well.
Oh.
The charm hits, but as soon as it's done, he gets the second Q. The electrocute is procced. Kanavi, like I said, you're ever wondering, is he still ganking? Is he still coming towards me? He's always coming towards you. He's always ganking you.
Yeah.
He is always killing you. As this kill goes over to Delight, Kanavi got the previous kill, so Guma's on 2 assists, but still has a gold lead from that. And the CS advantage he's picked up.
I feel like it should have been somewhat predictable for Peter, right? Because you're pushing Guma and you're doing a lot of damage to him, and Kanavi knows you don't have flash, right? So he's going to come back. It's Bard who can set up ganks. If you are down the lane, you will get ganked again, and for some reason, Peter did not see it coming.
Well,
another
he
great
also,
trade here from Zeka.
I don't think press tab to see Kanavi's nameplate there either. Because, you know, if I were Peter, I'd be like, Kanavi's probably actually in that middle brush. Even though I had vision that he's not. He's probably in there. That's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Clozer is also in tatters in this lane now. He's going to miss one of those minions. Gets this one at least. Down 11 CS, down 700 gold. They have 3 kills. The Yorick lane, you know.
I feel like it's fine. Like, you just kind of out-sustain as we're having a lot of damage into the light, actually. He's going to go down as deokdam does quite a number to him.
Yeah.
And you can see his flash is just about to come up.
Yeah, that's
now,
unfortunate.
Guma throwing out the ult. That's the second shot to hit, and eventually deokdam just has to hold his fire.
Peter actually just got his flash back as well. If Duckers doesn't block that, Peter also would have had to flash right after getting it back. It felt so horrible. But Delight did not have his, as you mentioned, so he does go down. So bit of a swing back here. A lot of Varus damage there from Duckers. He's got that Dirk in his inventory. Knows how to wield it. You can see that the Yorick is starting to feel a little bit more comfortable now with Merc Treads online. Maiden, a little bit less comfortable.
Oh! And one auto gets Zeus 50 gold. He has his tier. He has his catalyst. It is the core Anivia build. He has enough mana to slowly kill the Maiden.
Yeah, I mean, the Catalyst versus the Merc Treads means DuDu's going to feel really comfortable after these first buys because the Anivia isn't getting stronger and he is getting more resistant to her. So right now he's going to be trying to make some aggressive, bold plays, but losing his Maiden doesn't feel great. Delight takes this, then gets chained. And as you mentioned, didn't have his flash. There's not really much you could do about that. Light's coming through. deokdam pops him like a balloon. But guess who's back? Back again. Kanavi's back.
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, it's Kanavi.
It's Kanavi. I should have known. deokdam is going to flash away. And a lot of damage is going into Kanavi, but he's not scared of anything, as we know. In comes Clozer, and we got... Oh no! He's actually going to go down as the Vi does go in. Ahri Vi very good into the Zhao. Guma's behind everyone. He's going to take down Pyosik, and they're all soothed by a giant Zeka ult. And now Peter's all alone saying, what did I do to deserve this? Flash comes in. It's like we're watching a replay. The Light says, I'll take that one. Thank you very much.
Zeka didn't have turret aggro, so even though the binding hits him, he just doesn't care. And,
oh, no.
No way.
Dude, oh, he's out
There's
of
no mana.
Okay, well.
Calculated.
Didn't look good. No!
Oh, deokdam.
Ducker Z.
Quack. Okay, well, ultimately he will survive. But he will not be getting the minions. He is 33 CS behind.
Yeah.
And after even getting a kill, he is 1,200 gold behind his opposition. And it is a Hanwha Life eSports early game. Now, I know what you're thinking, as Kanavi came back here. This got a little bit scary, but the placement of the Tempered Fate was amazing here for Delight, disabling the turret. Kanavi is tanking
flashed
up.
into it.
Could have.
I don't know.
Yeah, could have maybe. The Crescent Guard here bought some space.
Uh-oh.
Clozer,
no! Titanic Hydra to death!
Titanic Hydra. We knew it was coming. I mean, this is what he does. Like, Raptor also does this, but Kanavi did it first, so it just feels like he's kind of a copycat in this, even though they both have played it quite well. Now, I know what you're thinking, especially those who have watched...
That Kanavi's here again?
Well, yes. That may be what you're seeing. He is, yeah.
He's in the lane. He's just like, I'm a minion, guys, for the blue team. I don't actually think they can dive this, but he's here.
Well, Pyosik is nearby and his ult's coming back online, so I don't think they should force, but they will get the dragon. But what I was going to say is if you watch enough Hanwha Life eSports games this season, and it has looked a lot cleaner than it did at the very beginning of LCK, and obviously at LCK Cup, which was a long time ago, and there was format things, whatever. You might be thinking, well, Hanwha has thrown these leads before. That is true, but usually they're not this big, and when they are this big, they don't throw them. Because it's not just that the bottom lane is behind, it's the mid lane that's behind. DuDu almost got an egg, so that's a 70 goal lead until those minions die. Okay, well, you had a lead for a moment. Technically pretty even. Pretty even. We'll give him that one. Yeah. The top lane is doing okay.
Delight and Pyosik.
But guess what? Kanavi says, I heard that top lane was doing okay. I'm going to have to see about that.
He's back.
Yorick seems to be an issue. Good clone.
No. Pyosik's trying to get away from this one, but Kanavi is not scared. He's going in. Oh, the binding! He's going to catch Pyosik, and he gets over the wall and dies anyway. And no flash for Pyosik means that it was easy pickings for Kanavi and Delight to dive underneath two turrets.
Well, now he's like, well, there's no jungler here, so obviously you were thinking about backing Delight. You don't have ult. No, we get the Yorick. Hold on. Zeus, come on. You got egg. It's fine. We kill him.
This whole game has just been dives. They just keep diving people.
First time.
It's not fair.
First
Zeus
time.
uses his egg. Peter's here. This time, maybe they just have to back away. Kanavi's like so reluctant to get out of there. Meanwhile, Zeus is like, okay, I can do damage. Kanavi goes back in! And DuDu, no! Oh, he's going to go down to 1 auto. From the Anivia, of all people.
Welcome to the LPL. It's Kanavi's world and we're living in it.
Oh, no.
This is, I mean, it's just comical because literally the reason I said first time was because this is every single Hanwha Life eSports game. But now everybody goes with Kanavi. Before, like, Delight, like, I don't know about this, man. The Yorick's got Ghoulie Wall. I don't like that. He's got his flash. Kanavi's like, no. We will kill him. You will do as I say. And Delight's like, well, okay. It's a little risky. And it got a little funky. And the egg went down, but ultimately they still do kill DuDu. Takes a little doing, good flash here, gets knocked up. And then the Ghoulie Wall forces the flash from Kanavi, and then Delight actually ends up taking a ton of damage here in return. But as the egg comes back, Kanavi's like, they're like, is he still here? Of course he's still here, yes! My God! He does not leave until you are dead. And he hits his wind becomes lightnings like crazy in all these situations. That last one missed, a rare miss from him, but
yeah,
the fact that he's able to just ban the Jarvan away and take this and it's just criminal.
Okay, we're just tanking the turret, I guess. Pyosik is going to go in. The wall comes down. There's 4 people here, and Pyosik tanks it up. No, dies!
But they got the kill.
They did, yeah. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane,
the Jhin seems to be a bit of a split-pushing threat for some reason because everyone else is trying to patch the holes in the top lane. They got the kill, but it was traded. As Pyosik was like, that Kanavi guy's diving thing is pretty good, let's try it ourselves. It does end up getting them the kill on the Zeus, who does not have his passive anymore. But Kanavi is shadowing the Jhin on the bottom side, and so he's getting a lot of plates. He's also taking away a lot of the jungle here, Pyosik. So Pyosik gets this but dies. Simply put, it is not good for DNS, even though they got the kill. Is really what I'm getting at.
yeah.
And the turret goes down for Zeka. It is, how is the cup, what's the full status? How many drops in it?
I think it's like kind of, one of those paper cups. Not like the good ones, the flimsy ones. You like drink 1 glass of water out of it, and it's already falling apart, Like the cup never even really existed because it's just made of such flimsy paper.
I never understood the Korean paper cup that is actually just like drinking out of an envelope.
Yeah, the ones at the gym?
Yeah,
where it's like, I'm at the gym, I want to drink a good amount of water, and they're like, here's an envelope.
Yeah, would you like to drink water out of an envelope? An unsealed envelope. I'm like,
and it's tiny. It holds like 50 milliliters of water.
And like, it's impossible to not spill it. And like, next to the water cooler is just a bunch of water on the floor every time because everyone is spilling it. I just don't fully understand. I'm sure it's very cheap to make, but I bring my own water container.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They are going to catch deokdam here, who has flash. And Delight trying to take advantage of him there. He's just going to use the Mikhails there on the route, as Zeus in a little bit of trouble.
Okay, well played there. They flash away, layer a lot of damage, and I don't know if they can turn this into anything, though. Dragon's up in 10 seconds. Problem is, both of these soul laners have TP, and even though we're going to see it back here from Zeus, he is just going to be able to TP straight back into Drake, and likely be the second Drake of the game. They have so much vision around him. Stalkers again.
Yep, he gets rooted. Excellent setup, and wow. HLE are really not taking any names here. They're just like anyone that exists in a lane, they're just going for them.
Yeah.
And, who's ganking who here?
Pyosik is trying to get the crowd.
Oh, no! Now he's getting his ankles broken. Like, he just wanted to play some League of Legends.
Yeah, that ice wall looks very funny. It almost looked like some, the Diddy Kong Racing, like, ice level. Just sliding along it.
Yeah. We've had
game.
some great walls today.
Yeah. Please port that game so I can play it again without, dragging out the N64. Zeus! Uh-oh!
Okay, they finally did it! They got the egg, and they're going to get the kill as well,
yeah,
I believe.
They will.
Yeah, okay. I don't even know what to expect anymore. Like, do they have the damage?
Well, no one was there. Kanavi was on the other side of the map. Kanavi's like, well, they have implemented my strategy of still being there when you thought, when they thought, I was gone. It seemed like you fell for it in this case. Pyosik is really learning from me a lot this game. deokdam previously escaped. And then Zeka said, well, you don't have flash anymore. Goodbye. Zeus here was like, I would like to come up and farm, and then they all jumped him. It wasn't very sportsmanlike, but, it's the thing you got to do when you're 7,000 gold behind. It's what Kanavi's been doing this whole time here at the LCK. Sorry, did I say 7,000? I meant 8,000 gold behind. And the Yorick is pushing. That's usually a good sign. He is going to be pushed away, but got to the turret.
He got to attack the turret once. Pyosik is, where's he going, actually? I don't
He's going up with a TP and Yorick to try to flank.
Going?
They're flanking.
I thought maybe they were. Why weren't they going for Guma? He had the perfect angle, and he's like, "No, I gotta join Yorick." No, he's just dead. And now Peter also gonna get bound up here by the Bard, and it just turns into an epic disaster of epic proportions.
I mean, when Kanavi kills you, usually he's the one who dives you. You know, he goes, that was really clean, but it's not enough. deokdam's had a weirdly clean game despite getting pushed back.
Get him, Zeus! What am I watching? God. What is this?
Well, it's a Hanwha Life eSports game. And
it's just disgusting.
They look like this. It's a full ace, by the way, sub 20 minutes. But usually what I was going to lead to is Kanavi goes in, he dives the turrets. It was like DNS set up the dive for him. Like, if we get on top of you, like, we can all dive towards you and then be killed by Kanavi. We are honored to be killed by you in this case, as he's going to kite back here, that control vision. They spot Pyosik, and Kanavi's like, well, you guys don't really have the follow-up. There's a bit of an aggressive flank that is just going to be punished instantly. Peter also just in no man's land here, trying to follow the play. I don't know what to say, Valdes, except like this is exactly what I expected. And what I have come to watch.
Look for this.
It's like saying cover me as he just goes in. And doesn't get covered by anyone because he blast coned into the base. And then wall double stun ults them.
Well, deokdam's dead.
Yeah. The Korean commentators just found out. You know, my daughter loves this song where 5 little ducks go out one day over the hill and far away.
Yeah.
That's kind of been the case here in this game. Each time they go, one doesn't come back. So it goes from 5 little ducks to 4 little ducks. This is the last duckers.
At the end, they all come back, but this is a different version.
Yeah, I think in this case, Mother Duck's gonna say quack, 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 and that's just gonna be the,
that's gonna be the end of it.
Which translation we'll see. Like, let's think about drafting for game 2.
Yeah. Hey, objective bounties. We're gonna get that bottom turret. You know, the analyst came in especially for today, expecting some banger close games that he could really, you know, take a bite out of and really show his chops, his analysis, and instead, we're getting this.
Hey, remember yesterday when the kill score was about the same as Hanwha versus DNS is right now for KT D+, but D+ had a gold lead. DNS don't have a gold lead, by the way. They're 12,500 goal behind.
Yeah. Very different feeling.
Very different situation here. Very different vibes. Peter, hold on. Peter's got some tricks up his sleeve.
All right, they're going to do it. They're going to do what their comp does. And
I don't think they are, actually.
No, he got away. The wallets are just too heavy.
Delight's ult was so good.
Oh, very nice shots here. At the end, they're going to throw a lot of stuff into Delight to stop the wrecking ball, and DuDu's split pushing. Didn't bother TPing into that one. I think that was the right call.
Well, the ult from Delight was very good, and he told Zeus, hold the arm guard, I've got one better for you. This one is going to come back off cooldown. I actually don't know if Zeus had that arm guard in his inventory at the time or not, but he was golden, and he did not die.
Let's retcon it and say he did. That'll maybe make this a little bit more interesting. Zeka's just going to drop an ult on everybody's face. DuDu is a Yorick, but he doesn't feel like one. Kind of feels like a Vayne with how quickly he's dying. And HLE, will they put them out of their misery here 22 minutes into the game, or will they go take the Infernal Drake? I think they'll just, I think they'll do DNS a solid and end it here, including Clozer's life there for his 5th death. And yeah, I think the game is just done, Wolf. Nothing else happening here.
I don't know what to tell you guys, except I think everyone saw it with their eyes. There's not a lot of analysis required here, just sadness. As Kanavi and crew once again dive again, dive one more time, then dive and then redive and win the game. That top side one was the one where they had to do the redive.
Yeah,